Jamaica?
We can't hear you.
She doesn't turn her dadgum microphone off.
We can't hear you.
Oh. Because I want to be able to do work
Okay.
on my computer. I want to be able to do the math work on my computer.
Well, you can still do that. You can minimize Skype.
Or you could do.
Okay. See,
You
that
can
I
do
didn't
that. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay. Well, you need to get you a tripod and put your phone up because that moving around is really bothering me, and I don't know if I can concentrate. All right, 6B. I'm kidding.
You can.
6B, 17, 6B, 15.
Hold on.
So let's look at 6B, 15.
Prop it up against my
Melanie, you can prop it up against your computer screen.
I'm gonna prop it up against this
6B what?
All
I
right.
got to drink this cup of coffee.
6B 15.
Okay, here's the question. Write it down because this could be one test question. All right. If I put this question, is this the one with 15 parts, or is it just got 5?
I know my
Oh, you know what? Was that me that asked that question?
Well, now that you done advertised it, I wasn't going to say who asked it. I was just going to go over it.
Oh, I was going to say that was me, but I figured it out.
So screw everybody else, right? They don't need the help
cool.
on
Yeah,
it, right?
forget about it.
Okay, just forget about everybody else. They might have the same question, you know.
It literally has.
Don't worry.
I'm just playing,
Everybody
but-
does that. Everybody sends in questions, and as soon as I pull it up, they go, oh, I don't need that anymore. Well, I go over it anyway because if you had that question, then guess what? Somebody else probably has the same question. And when you're talking about a class with 30 students in it, yeah, somebody usually has a question like that one. Not 6 or 7, but maybe 30. So I just go over all of them. All right, so write it down. Now, I'm not going to, I think we did this one before anyway.
Yes.
Were the numbers the same?
No.
They are 5.
Okay, good. Then we'll do it again. I'm going to just go ahead and put it in Excel and make them bigger for you. And then I'm just going to do everything in Excel. And then we can go from there.
What number?
Hold on a second.
15. But it's not question 15. So it's like question 3?
Hold on. Just give me a second. All right.
It's question 4.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's 15 in the book. It's 15 in the book, number 4 online. And I really don't care about the questions because I'm just going to do everything. And that way you'll just get extra practice and we'll go from there. East Coast countries, East Coast counties, Midwest counties. I'm going to take the Midwest counties and I'm going to move them out of the way. Let's move them down here a little bit. And go ahead and put these in order.
Can we just put this in the L1, L2?
Yeah, you can do that if
Okay,
you
I'll
want to.
make it-
That's fine.
Make it quick.
Remember, I do the Excel spreadsheet just so people can see everything.
Okay, so what I go to?
So y'all go ahead and work on it however you want to work on it.
I need to learn how to use the calculator.
And make sure I put them in the right order. I think I did. 104, 123. Yeah. I think I'll move these up a little bit.
Okay, I see.
There. Do me a favor and mute y'all's mics, please. Because every time the fan hits y'all's microphone, it makes noise. I appreciate it. And just,
Mine is muted.
No, it's not.
Well, I just unmuted it so that I could.
no, I hear
Oh.
stupid dogs.
Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. I muted mine.
Okay, I still hear you. Okay. just jump in if y'all have questions, if you want me to slow down or anything. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. This a little bit smaller. I watched Alien last night. It wasn't that. I'm not an Alien fan. I'm a Predator fan, so I didn't really like it.
There's only like one thing in the whole world I'm afraid of, and that's it.
What?
Those aliens. Or aliens general.
Aliens, period.
Uh,
I can't even watch like Paul or Men in Black.
I never have liked Men in Black. I thought that I did like what's his name, but now I don't like him anymore.
Will Smith,
Yeah.
political shenanigans.
Yeah, because of his cleansing comment. We just need to cleanse. Last person that said anything about cleansing was Adolf Hitler. But I guess it's okay if he says it.
How did you watch the court thing?
What court thing? What are you talking about? Talking about Comey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Enjoyed every minute of it. Just blew the Russian thing out of the water. Now the media is saying that the White House lies. So now they're getting on the lying thing. I think it's a tragedy. Gracious.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Them dang dogs, that's what it is. Range, mid-range. Variance and standard deviation.
What were you saying though?
I just think it's awful that the Trump administration is trying to do everything to get jobs going, to get the economy going, to get infrastructure going, to do all these things, and the media and the Democrats are doing everything. They don't want to see him succeed. If he succeeds, the U.S. succeeds. And I just can't. I think it's sad that they put politics over. They put politics over country. I just think that's sad. Huh?
Do you think he was in with the Russians?
No.
I don't think so either.
That's a joke. The Russians have been trying to mess with our politics for the last 50 years. That's nothing new.
Is that how you guys square?
I need to move that up one.
I'm
Control X, Control V.
I'm not sure if I'm using the calculator right.
And if you want to Google something, Google the Clintons giving Putin 20% of our uranium. If you want to really do some investigating.
What?
Oh yeah, but that's not important. That's a Democrat.
Wait, is she still what is her job?
She ain't got a job.
Oh.
I hope it stays that way.
Oh.
That woman's evil. Or as what's his name says, Mermaid Man, evil.
I'm so glad that my mic is muted.
Why? You gonna jump on me?
No, I was going to tell you what Hillary Clinton's job is.
You're a Hillary
What is
fan.
it?
No.
Who?
No.
Who's a Hillary fan?
You.
You are.
You a Hillary fan. No, I'm just kidding.
A Hillary fan.
What's her job?
No, don't say that. Don't say that. You'll have to text it to her.
Text me.
See you next Tuesday.
What'd she say?
See you next Tuesday?
What does that mean?
I don't know. She's gonna tell us.
Why have I got variants? Why?
What?
The words out.
Huh?
Bird Dog, the traitor. She's talking about Bird Dog, the traitor. I think she is.
I don't know what you just did.
I don't know what the heck I just did. I'll just do it again. Mean, median, mode, mean, median, mode, range, mid-range, variance, and standard deviation. Mean, median, mode, stated variance and deviation. All right. Divided by 1, 2, 3, 6.
I got 157.8 evenly. I gotta figure, maybe my calculator. I just got this calculator, so I'm trying to figure out how to use it.
That's fine. All right, there's the mean. Median. $128 plus 134 divided by 2. Mode, I doubt there's going to be any. There's not. Usually the more decimal places, the less likely you're going to have a mode. And the mode is really not that important anyway. Range. And what you should be finding out is the more that you do all of these, the faster you're getting. And that's the most important thing. That's why I make people do this over and over and over, is because the faster you are and more accurate you are. It's kind of like that commercial about cutting grass fast. It's not how fast you cut, it's how well you can cut fast, or something like that. It's true. Mid-range is equal to plus 104 divided by 2. Technique before speed. And that's true with a lot of things. You can apply that to just about anything. Because if you work on speed before technique, you're going to get your butt whooped. As far as boxing or karate or anything that's wrestling.
Typing.
Typing, true, yeah. I see, I'm a prime example of that. I never did learn technique. I never did learn the sections of the keyboard because I never took keyboarding. So that's why when you see me peck, I peck fast. But I don't do it right because I never learned the technique. So, and it's true with anything. Even if you're a commercial fisherman, if you work on the speed of catching, bringing up the nets and bringing up the cages, if you don't have the right technique, you're not going to have anything in the cages. Same thing with math. If you never learn the technique, you don't even need to worry about the speed. Variance. We'll go ahead and make these smaller. Put in some more.
Is that somebody screaming?
Sounded like it. ISIS.
Yeah, she gonna do. I love. I like.
No comment.
Who runs to screams?
Hubert, shut your damn mouth. X minus X bar equals this minus this, F4, and copy down. Oops. And same thing here. Control C. Control V. And let's check that one because I want to make sure. Minus 115 F4. I figured it would copy wrong. There. And then we take x minus x bar and square it.
For some reason, my values are. Never
Probably
mind.
because you're on floating and I'm doing to the second.
Nope, again, because I'm challenged. I wrote down the stuff from the homework questions and not the ones that you actually gave us.
Okay, that's normal. I've done that before. When I'm doing an example and I use the wrong numbers.
But I understand the technique.
Say 30 squared is 900, so that would be close. Let me check it. Yep. And let's go ahead and get the sum here. And get the sum here.
You know what? I'll leave it since we're done with our question.
And the variance is equal to this divided by 5. And this, Control C, Control V. And equals this raised to the 0.5 power. And go ahead and find your 5-number summary also. Go ahead and do that.
Sounds like a fight.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
That
it?
doesn't kick in your training at all.
What training?
Military training. I was an active shooter all up in my nerves.
No, I just keep an eye on that window. If I see a Columbine come through the window, I might do something, but I ain't seen one yet. All right.
I have a question.
No, not answering questions. What?
How do you know when around 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places?
Well, you always look at the answer. The answer that, I mean, where your answer, you type in your answer, it'll say round to 2 decimal places. If it says round to 2 decimal places, you want to carry all your calculations to 3 decimal places. I can fix that with one turn. All I got to do is this. Click on that corner, and then I can move these out like that, and it'll go to 4.
Okay.
I always go to 3 or 4 just in case. But the reason I'm going to 2 is to get everything on the screen so y'all can see everything. And then I'll expand it at the end. When are you supposed to do your rounding at the final answer?
Okay.
Okay? So I was just marking a couple of things here. Why have I got these things? Why have I got these 3 things marked green? Huh?
Because you're going to use those for your 5-number summary.
Nope.
You're going to use it for your box plot.
Nope.
Say whether or not it's valid.
Exactly. Look at the data. Look at the lines of center and see if you're lining up. Now that's just a visual thing to see if, if things are lining up. You don't have to, there's no question on the test or the homework that's going to ask you, well, what does this mean? But you as a person that knows statistics, if you're doing a survey or if you're doing any kind of data collection, the first thing you're going to do is run these numbers, and you're going to look at that one, you're going to look at that one, and you're going to look at that one. And then you're going to look at the standard deviation. And I'll color it another color. Which one is less spread out?
The second one.
The second one. Okay, and then you start looking at these numbers and start to get some kind of, what's the difference between the median and the mean here? What's the difference here? Well, 95 to 105 is 10. 115 is 20. What's the difference here? Well, 131 to 151 is 20. That's 26. So it looks like to me that this is more spread out, or that this is more spread out than this one. So as far as data being more tight, that would go to the southwest counties or whatever the second set is. Now, you were correct in saying that some of these, the median is marked because that's part of your 5-number summary. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to put 5 NUM. And I'm going to go minimum, first, second, third, and max. And of course the max is equal to the max. And the mean is equal to the mean. And the second is equal to the median. Now, that median, take our handy dandy whiteboard, and we're going to take that red dot and we're going to put where the median is. 131.5 is right there.
Do you think your stylus might work since you got a new computer?
I'm going to try it in just a second.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Just give me time. Can I be in charge for a while?
I just was.
All right. I did that to Miss Bradley. I do that to all y'all.
Oh, I know.
1, 2, 3, 3 up. So which one's the median?
123.2.
Good, 123.2. So you take your handy dandy cursor and equals this guy. And I'm gonna mark that one. Now, doing a 5-number summary with 6 numbers is kind of irrelevant. But again, why am I doing it? I'm doing it for the practice. I'm not doing it because the question is asking it. I'm doing it for the practice, so you won't suck at it when you get on the test. All right, so I'm gonna mark this one as orange. Mark this one as orange. Now, if you're not from LA, orange means orange. Okay. All right. Third. Well, third is gonna be 141.4. So equals 141.4, and we'll color that some kind of a light blue. And there's your 5-number summary. And we'll draw everything in just a minute. Nice forehead, Jamaica. 5-number summary.
Take off your You're trying
Control
to talk.
C. She's asking a question.
You're muted.
No, I'm just pulling it up close to my eyeball so that I can see it.
Oh, okay. Let's check the min. Is that the min? Yep. Is that the max? Somebody check my data down here and make sure
That's
your
right.
5. Okay. Make sure it didn't mess up. Now, I want y'all to draw your normal distribution and draw your box plot and see what it comes up with. Hannah, what's up? Why you move? Did you eat too many cookies? I'm just messing with you. You ain't got to say anything.
She's muted, so she can't.
Let's see. The only person I can mess with is Zach. Zach, how are you this morning?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm glad you finally was able to make it to class.
Oh, yeah.
I think you came in late, so you're going to fail.
I think I was here on time.
He was here before. He was here before anybody.
Okay, you need to be quiet. Nobody asked you anything. Good gosh.
You're gonna pass out mini bottles.
Huh?
You're gonna pass out mini bottles.
Yeah, we need. Yeah, mini bottles would be a good thing if I wouldn't get fired. But if I was a psychology teacher or a history teacher, I could drink in front of y'all and nobody would say anything. So, just like the guy with the red Solo cup that came every day. Let's see how this works. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They may have figured out the problem. Oh my gosh. I gotta go tell Tim. They have figured out the problem.
Don't jinx it
What
yet.
was
Don't
it?
jinx it yet.
Huh?
Don't jinx it.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
knock on
wait.
wood.
That was a ball.
Drywall.
I forgot to eat breakfast. You can hear him. And so for the graph, we use the min, the max, and still the midpoint, right? We're doing our line, or is that just our plot? For the line, we do.
That's the box plot. You do
Yeah,
the
but for the number line on the
max and
bottom before we
mid-range.
plot. You do mid-range, max, min, and mid-range, right? Midpoint. Okay. Well, now I need to rewrite this because this is median.
Huh?
What'd
Oh,
they
well.
do?
He's on the phone. Can't tell him. I told the secretary to tell him.
Don't you hate that when you're all excited?
I know. Can't tell anybody anything. It's the Russians' fault. All right. So what do we got? We got 158 in the middle. Look at that. It works. All right. Somebody add the numbers. Add the whole numbers. 158 and 78. What is that?
236.
236. And the next one, 236 plus 78,
314.
314. And go the other way for me. 158 minus 78,
80.
80. And 80 minus 78 is 2.
2.
So 95% of the population falls between 2 and 314. The next one, y'all don't know what this means. God, this is great. All right, the median is 95. 95 plus 55 is 150. I don't know, check it. 150 plus 55 is 205. 95 minus 55 is 40. And 40 minus 55 is negative 15. Now this tells you right here that the numbers can be a little bit swanky or a little bit out of balance because of the negative 15. But you do see the difference between 95 and 150. This is a little bit tighter. This one's a little bit tighter. Just a little bit. Because of the standard deviation as well as the lining up of the mean, median, and mid-range. Okay, so far this group looks to be the more tight group. Now check with your box plot, and I'm going to go over here to the right. Well, I'll just go right here and see if I can, now that I can use this.
Where did you get 95?
95 is the median.
But you used 158.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're supposed to use 115. I'm sorry. I messed up. Okay, let me fix that. Now that I can... Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Fancy.
It's amazing when something works. All right, so I need y'all to recalculate, please. 116 and I need y'all to go, one of y'all, Zach, since you're close to the door, go get Jeff or Brian and tell them to come in here, please. I need to tell somebody. It's like, I know how a woman feels when they get pregnant and can't tell anybody. My dadgum thing works, and I can't. Oh, here comes Melanie.
That's
She's
not
gonna
the same
say
thing.
something. I know it's not, but I'm excited, okay? All right, what's 116 plus 55? 171. And what's 171 plus 55?
226.
226. A lot of you saying, well, It doesn't look that good because the small numbers, but you just don't understand. It's writing like it's supposed to. Let me guess, they're not even there, are they?
I don't know who Jeff is, but I know Brian isn't here.
Well, the guy that comes in, the IT guy. Who's the IT guy?
It's Jeff? Okay, I'll
I
go.
thought his name was Jeff. All right, what's 116 minus 55?
61.
61. And 61 minus 55 is like 6. Okay, so that's why the negative was in there, because I don't know what I'm doing, and I put the median in there when I should have put the mean. Okay, so here it is. Look at here, Jeff. Look at here, I can write. Look at there, ain't that neat?
Yeah.
This computer was the problem. The computer was too slow.
Right? It couldn't handle it.
It couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle the math. And that's what, now I have a class now. So
Yeah, and we're
you
not
need to
getting
tell
the-
Brian
We're not
that it's
getting
working.
stuttering over here either.
And Easley is doing really well.
Yeah, Easley hadn't froze up at all today.
Right, yeah, we're not getting any of that interference and, weird discoloration and stuff.
Did y'all change computers also?
Yep. Yep, we got one of those big.
You got one of
big
these
daddy computers
massive-
over here too.
One of these massive, looks like a dang server.
Right, yeah. Yep, we got one too. So
Well, that's great.
handling the
I think
video feed, handling the writing and all that at the same time, the other computers couldn't handle it.
Well, then wonder why Pendleton, oh yeah, Pendleton gets all the good stuff. Okay,
Right.
there, we answered that question, didn't we? Thank you, sir.
Yeah, at least-
Stick your head in Brian's door and let him know.
I'll send him an email. I think he's away at a conference right now. So,
Oh, okay.
But I'll let him know.
Okay, let
He'll
him know,
definitely
because
wanna know.
this is a good thing. He'll be happy.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
All right,
All right,
so
thanks.
now we're going to move over. I'm going to move over here, and I'm going to put my min is 105.
I thought it was because you changed your foundation color.
I wouldn't know how to do it in the calculator.
Orange.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that has anything to do with it. But good try.
Hey, I was talking about the Oompa Loompas.
Yeah. Now I can put smokestacks on my truck. No, I
There
don't
you
have
go.
to. Oh gosh, I want to show y'all my Facebook picture. There's a Facebook picture y'all need to see. No, not right now. Somebody will complain. 315, and then the mid-range is 210.
Have you really had people complain on you before?
Oh my gosh.
I
You
want
just
to. I mean,
don't know.
I want to hear some of the complaints whenever there's time.
The funniest complaint was when somebody told me, because I tell people that I'm the black sheep of the family. I used to go into, that I was a bad student. When I taught in comprehensive studies, you have so much math anxiety in comprehensive studies that you have to tell a little bit about yourself as far as your own math experience. And I told people that I was the black sheep. Well, I had a girl come up to me after class one day and said that she was offended because I used black in a negative tone.
Great.
I went, okay, well, what's the opposite of a white sheep? Well, it's black. I said, well, what's the other word for black? Well, you used it in a negative connotation. I said, well, until you can tell me what the opposite of a white sheep is without using black, we'll talk. And she complained to my supervisor that I used black in a non-positive way. So that's one complaint. And then I also had another complaint that this was classic. That I used the word black with black hole. That's that thing in space. It's got a scientific name called black hole. And then there was.
I write it down.
I'll have to think of another complaint. This is even worse. I had a student. I had afternoon class, which was about 10 students, and I told them that we were gonna talk about percentages and tips at the local Mexican restaurant, and it was over. The class was over like at 5:00. So you know what's at 5:00?
Was that mine?
Happy hour.
Huh? No, this was a while back.
Oh.
And one student, before I even got to the parking lot, I got a call from my supervisor that I told the students they had to go to this class at the Mexican restaurant. And I didn't say no such a thing. So that's the kind of complaints I get. Okay, so 105 to 210 is what? 105, half of 105 is 50, so that'd be 155 or 160 in the middle? Somebody check me. Close to it. And 55 here would be 265. If I'm somewhere in the middle, that's fine. Now I'm going to try. No, I can't because they're two different number lines. Let's go ahead and draw 123. 123 is going to fall.
210 is the mid-range.
Well,
So how
what
you
did
get
I
the
say?
160?
What's wrong with the mid-range?
Nothing.
Oh, you can hear us now.
Yes.
Hey,
Right.
can you, when you get finished, can you show us how to put it in the calculator one more time?
Yes, ma'am. I'll be glad to. 105 to 160 is 50. Half of 50 is 25, so that's going to be 130. Y'all just remember that's 130. I'm not going to mess up my number line. And let's see, 25, that's 185. And then 25 is 235. And then 30 would be 295. So you need to put those in there so I think I can do it right here. What did I say this was, 180?
No, you're leaning on the bottom.
Oh, I am? See, that's another problem, but I can get by with that. Okay, this would be 235. God, I can even write small. It's amazing when you got the equipment. 265, that'd be 95? Y'all just have to use your imagination with these small numbers. Shut up. All right, and that's 135 right here, so I can remember 135. So 123 is going to fall right in here somewhere. 131, well, we said that was 135, so 131 would be right in here. And then 141, we said this was 135, so 141 would be right in here. And you can see that this is kind of a skewed what? Skewed right. So let's look at this one. 88 and 229. And the mid-range is 158. So 88 to 158, 70, 35, half of 35, is 35, 85, 88 and 35 is 125, somewhere around there. Y'all check me. What's 88 plus 35?
123.
123. And what's 158 plus 35?
193.
193.
93.
193. And then divide those up into graduations. 92 is going to be right in here. 94 is going to be right beside 92. And 96 is going to be right. So you see that is a very tight group right there compared to this right here. Okay? Now, by everything that you see that the southwest counties are what? A little bit more tight. Tight is good. Whether you're talking about bearings or you're talking about numbers. Okay? So, let's go ahead and move back to the handy dandy calculator. And I'll try to pull it up to where I can see it with my numbers, since I got my numbers in. Just give me a second. There's the TI-83. And pull my handy dandy Excel spreadsheet up.
I cannot.
doesn't look like the same calculator I used before. Oh well. So, first thing you do, let me get rid of the writing. And go to Stat, Enter, and we'll type them in. 104.7. I wonder if I could do this. Oh man. So nice. 123.2, except I can't see. I gotta change the 123.2. 128.3. Oops.
How do you clear the old numbers off the L1?
Just hit delete. Just go to each number and delete. 134.7. 141.4. And 314.8.
Mine looks a little different. Do you put commas in between each one?
Just
Because
no.
mine doesn't look like a graph like that.
When you hit stat,
Yeah, it gives me. It gives me like this.
let me see the calculator.
This.
And that's a TI.
TI-83. Yes, this is TI-83.
And when you hit stat, it takes you to a spreadsheet. That's all. That's all it's doing, I think. I'm trying to make mine darker, and it's not working good. Well, we'll just have to. Okay, I'm going to go to L2 and type in my other numbers, 87.6, 92.4, 94.6,
message.
95.3, 96.4,
Okay, they might do something.
and 228.9. Now, you've got everything in there. Now all you have to do is just tell the calculator what you want. All right? So the first thing you want to do is hit Stat and Calculate. Go over to Calculate and do first variable statistic and type in second 1. Enter. Sorry. And write down your numbers. Remember, X bar and sex. X bar and SX. That's your mean and your standard deviation. And then move down, and there's your 5-number summary. So write all that down, and then we'll do the L2, and then we'll go and do the dot plot, or the box plot. Huh? Microphone.
Priority 1 message coming in on secured channel.
Y'all just sounded like y'all just pushed a car across the table. All right.
What is this one? That's the standard. I don't understand which one's which.
Y'all do both of them. Go ahead and do both of them.
Which one?
I think it's what we're doing the first one.
Do both of them.
Because the second one, standard deviation is 5.
Is it the capital SX is standard deviation? And
SX.
okay.
This is my standard deviation.
And what does the Chichika O and X mean?
What?
The funky little O and the X, what is that?
That's probably your variance. I don't know. I don't look at it.
No.
Easily, y'all still have y'all's on, I believe. Something banging away in the background.
So, T-Rex.
Thank you, Sandra. And OT. This. I had to do that since I can't tell anybody. I might as well just. All right, now do the second function.
You have a work email.
I'm sorry. Stat. Calculate second L2, which is second 2. Enter. And there is the, second L2. Enter. And there's your variable statistics for the second group. Okay? I don't know what the, I think sigma x, I think that's something else, but you don't need to worry about that in 103. I don't think we even have to worry about that in 120. The variance is right above the SX. There's the variance. 95,930.94. And your 5-number summary, go down, and there's your 5-number summary. Now, Ms. Robinson, I think this might be what you were asking for. How do you do the box plot? Well, you go to second, y equals, and turn on, hit enter, and hit enter on the on position, and then go down to box plot. Well, and hit enter and graph. Now you're not going to see it unless you do zoom probability. Zoom probability is number, or zoom stat, I'm sorry, zoom stat 9. There it is. Everybody there? Now to do the zoom, hit the other one, it's zoom, second, y is equal, second plot, enter, on, go to stat plot, or box plot, sorry, and type in second L2, or second 2 and hit enter. I'm sorry.
Priority 1 message coming in on secured channel.
Now, which one's tighter? The second one is tighter, Hubert. That's right, class. What do y'all think?
Right. We agree.
You have a work email.
Miss Robinson, is that better?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, who's got a question on that?
And that's it.
So, look at the question that's being asked. I don't know what it's asking, but check our numbers. Y'all got the numbers written down? Look and see if we got the numbers correct. Well, there's the first set of numbers. Check them and see if they're correct. They all look correct?
Mhm.
Now, when you're looking at the box plot, you're going to probably have to enlarge them. Or look for things that are, what is it? Not conspicuous, but like jumps out at you. Like, for instance, the numbers. You got to make sure that the numbers are coinciding with what you have. Like this one says it's around 135. These two are around 130. So go back to your box plot, and that's why I hand draw mine, because it's kind of hard to look at the TI-83 unless you go in and hit trace, and you can hit trace and do that. See here, trace. That one is at 131.5. So this one, C, is not right. Why? Because it looks like it's at, what's 130? That's at 165. So C is not right. So it's A or B. And of course you see it's A. This one you see is a whole lot tighter. And you see that so. Now, what does this say? The standard deviation for each coast counties. How did I tell you to find the standard deviation by rule of thumb? What do?
Divided by 4.
You take the what? The range and divide it by 4. So what's the range? What did we say the range of the East Coast counties are? The range is 210. Somebody take 210.1 and divide it by 4. What do you get? 52.53. And it's not working.
He said range divided by 4.
Because this.
Now what's it going to ask for? Okay, somebody do the Midwest for me. What do you get? Take the range and divide by 4. What do you get?
35.33.
35 point what?
33.
And there's another way to tell which one's tighter. 35.33. How well does the rule work in each case? Briefly discuss why it works. Yeah, it works. It works because you're going to see a lower spread either if you divide by 4 or if you actually calculate the standard deviation, because the range is going to be smaller versus the first set. Okay? The range is going to be smaller. So I don't know what they want. They work well, it works well. They do not work well, it works well. So C is not it. I think they work well. because there are no outliers. It works well in the Midwest set, but does not work well in the East because there is an outlier. It works well in the East Coast data set, but I don't think it works well. I think A is the answer. No? I don't agree with that because I don't think it works well in either. I think it works well in both. C. Okay, whatever. Based on the results, compare and discuss the two data sets. This is where you should say that you see that it's tighter, is higher. Which one's higher? The East Coast? Yeah. Okay, so it's going to be A or B because it says higher than the 6 Midwest, which means the average level, blah, 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 of East Coast is higher. I believe it would be B. But I'm not too good at these questions because I don't.
Yeah, those are hard questions.
Like I said, I'm not too good at these questions. That's why I don't ask them on the test.
It's A and B.
B and D? Whatever. At least I think I said, yeah, I got B right, but they said also D. What does it say? Variation of the 6 East Coast is higher than the Midwest counties, which means the level. Well, we said that because of the smaller range. We said that, but I just didn't know I didn't know it had 2 answers. Okay. What's important about this question? The math. If you can do the math, then I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay? And make sure you don't forget that range rule of thumb. Divide by 4. The range divided by 4. All right, that's that question. I will not ask you a question with 15 parts. I'm not going to do that on the test. If I do, then y'all can flog me. No yawning in class, Hannah. H. And I think I'm going over this one now. Let's see, there's this one, 17. This is number 17 in the book, number 5 online. Probably the same type question. Yeah, 15 parts. So we're not going to do any of that. We're going to do the work on the spreadsheet.
I know what I missed is when it said lower quartile, I was thinking about third quartile instead of first quartile.
Okay.
And then the mean, I didn't move my decimal places to 3.
Well, let's do it and let's see what we get. Move treatment because it's a different set. Control X, Control V, and I'm going to put these in order.
Have you done the test yet? 20.
And put these in order.
Have you done it?
Mean, median, mode, range, mid-range. Wake up. Variance and standard deviation. And we'll go over here and do the 5-number summary. Min, first, second, third, and max. min is going to be equal to,
Excuse me.
and the max is going to be equal to that number. And the second is going to be equal to that number. And since it's 5, let's see, that's going to be equal to that number. And since it's only 5 numbers, guess what? There's your 5-number summary. Oh, you gotta take the average, I'm sorry. Equals parentheses this number plus this number divided by 2. And this number plus this number divided by 2. Divided by 21.
Didn't put parentheses.
And there's your 5-number summary. Now I'm going to copy all this. Control C. Now wait to do it at the end. Mean is the summation of all these numbers divided by 5. Of all these numbers divided by 5. Mode I really don't care about. Range is equal to this minus this. Mid-range is equal to parentheses this number plus this number divided by 2. Equals this number minus this number, F4. Equals this number raised to the 2nd power. Equals this number divided by 4. Equals this number raised to the 0.5 power.
It's 5 numbers, right? It's the 5 numbers. Actually.
And that's what everything looks like. Y'all check my numbers, make sure I hadn't made a mistake somewhere. Or check your calculators. So now we got, I'm not going to do the normal distribution. Which one looks like it's a little bit tighter? Well, the standard deviation is 0.13 and 0.86, so it looks like the first group is tighter. So let's see what the box plot looks like. 0.03 0.38. Mid-range is 0.21. 3 cent to 21 cent is 18 cent. Half of 18 is 9, so this is going to be 12. This is going to be 30. Okay, 3 to 12 is 9. Half of 9 is 4.5, so that's going to be 5 cent to be 0.08. 4 cent be 0.16. 4 cent be 0.25. 4 cent be 0.34. Boxplot is 0.08. That's 9 cent. 9 cent is going to be, well, that's 8 cent. 9 cent is going to be right here.
Facebook message.
0.16 is right here. And 0.31 is right here. So it looks like to me that you got a little bit of your data on the left side, which means a little bit skewed right. This is 0.24. This is 2.38. Mid-range is 1.31. Half of $1.05 is 52 cent. 52 cent. That's going to be 76 cents, somewhere in there. $0.52 is going to be at 183. Half of 52 cents is 26 cent. 26 added on to this would be what, 50? 26 would be $1.02. 26 would be $1.57. $26 would be $2.09.
You have a work email.
And our first one's at 58 cent, so 58 be right in here. 2.2 be in here somewhere. 2.2 be up here. And 2.38. 2.38 be right in here. It looks like to me this is what? A little bit what? Skewed left. But you see which one has a smaller box. So again, you've got verification of tighter data. I don't know what the question's going to ask, but you've got the numbers there. So write them down. And then we'll go and look at. Oh, I feel like I've taken a sleeping pill. All right, these are all questions. Look at them and see if that's what y'all got. I'm not going to look at those. Here's the box plot. Box plot here. There it is. Of course, why is B not the answer? Look at it. It doesn't even register. Look at D down, or B, C down here. So you can actually take some out before you even get started. And that's what they're checking you to see if you even know what day it is. All right? Those two right there they're not even possibilities. So, of course, you see that one doesn't even have a what? It doesn't have a middle. So if you miss these, you don't need to what?
Tell anybody.
You don't need to tell anybody. Because then you're just hanging a sign around your neck that says, I don't know what day it is. All right. What does it say down here? The standard deviation, the rule of thumb, It works well in the no treatment, but it does not work well in the treatment because the values are distributed evenly. Aren't distributed evenly. Because the range is, yeah. And that's true. When you have a smaller mid-range, and when you have a smaller range, and you have a smaller group of numbers, then naturally your mean is going to be lower than the other mean. The range is going to be lower than the other range. The standard deviation is pretty much going to be a little bit lower. So you have to go with what makes common sense. If you got a bunch of small numbers, then you're going to have a smaller range and you're going to have a smaller weight. Okay? So that's that. Does that help with your question, Ms. Smith?
Thank you.
Last question. Let's see what it says. This is 6C, 21 in the book, number 4 online.
You have a work email.
This is a test question. Anything with z-score is pretty much a test question because they're straight to the point. Use the normal distribution of IQ, which means standard deviation, blah, 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 blah. Standard score, remember, that is the term that this book uses for 99% books that use z-score. Because y'all are too stupid to know what z-score means. So they have to dumb it down. This is the only book I've ever seen that calls it a standard score. All right. Draw a picture every time. 90, 107, and 124. 90 minus 17 is 73. 73 minus 17, I have no clue. 56. Now, that takes care of this. Nothing there. Percentage of scores greater than 73. 73 right here, the greater than. Remember when I said greater than or more than, equals the right hand what?
You're gonna kill your styles.
I'm what?
You're gonna kill your styles.
It's got metal on metal. This thing's durable. The other ones fell apart.
That's all I heard is.
I'm sorry.
No, it was just funny.
Greater than means what? Right hand what? Side. And if you're using the table, the right hand side is equal to 1 minus the what?
Left.
Okay. Now, if you're using the calculator, all you got to do is change 73 into a what? A z-score, and then type in that to infinity, which this is infinity over here, and the infinity is 9999. Okay? So, change 73, z sub 73 is equal to 73 minus 90 over 17. Now, somebody look at this. Where is 73 in relation to 90? On the left or the right?
On the left.
So that means it's going to be a what? A negative z-score. All right? So we do that and we get z sub 73 is equal to negative 17 over 17, which is equal to negative 1. Is that a true statement? Yes, because this is one standard deviation, so this would be negative 1. So now, there's two ways that you can get this answer. One way is to go with your calculator. Go second, bars, and I think it's 2. Somebody tell me where CDF. normal CDF, and then -1, comma, 9, 9, 9. Use as many as you want. And somebody tell me what you get on the calculator. 4 digits. Point what? Well, let's use our handy dandy empirical rule, and somebody tell me roughly what do you get?
0.8413.
Well, wait a minute. 34, 34, 13.5, and 2.5. So that's going to be 2.5, 16 plus 68, 84%. 84% is what I got by using the empirical rule. So I know if I come out with 22% with the calculator that I've done something wrong. What'd you come out with?
Oh, 0.8413.
Look there, 0.8413. And I just told you, but by the empirical rule, that it's going to be what?
84%.
How did I get rid of this stupid thing?
Tablet mode, maybe?
Try this.
Any suggestions?
It's Spain.
Oh, you got to get.
Expand up, yeah.
It's Spain.
No, they got the whiteboard thing covered up. Hit this thing over here. Hit it. Hit it again. There. Now hit your mouse. Okay, now get rid of it. Okay.
You're smart.
I didn't have the mouse, that's why.
You're still on mouse.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I done forgot where I was. 0.8413. Now, if you use the table, you got to find -1, and -1 is right here. But that gives you to the left 15.87. So 1 minus 15.87. Somebody do that in your calculator.
-14.87.
Negative what?
1 minus 15.87.
84 point.
That's wrong.
84 what? 13. This is used by the table. And this is by the calculator.
Yeah, think about it.
No, I'm saying, but look what I got though.
Oh, no. Minus 100, not 1.
Oh yeah, 100 minus, I'm sorry.
Okay.
All the probability and statistics book, you take 1 minus 0.1587, but in this book it changes it because y'all don't understand decimals.
So it's 84.1.
0.8413 and 0.8413. That's your answer. Most of the time, your areas, when they ask you, okay, well, they don't, there's the answer, rounded 2 decimal places. So that would be 84.1.
Yeah.
I think somebody typed in the wrong answer.
But you can try and
84.1.
Yeah, and this thing doesn't include any margin for error
Well, that's the answer.
because it wants 2 decimal places. See, it won't take it unless there's 2 decimal places.
0.13, 84.13. Oh, okay. I didn't read the dadgum directions. All right, that's the answer.
You did, it just didn't comprehend.
Whatever. All right, see questions on that one. Now there's 2 ways to find that answer. Calculator and the table. Capiche? All right, let's look at the test. Leave the page, yes. Get out of here. I can't deal with this. There. Let me go to the handy dandy Internet Explorer. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to do this with every single one. Okay, do it the first time and then I'll just copy it over. Making sure I hadn't already loaded it. Nope. Must be that one. And today is June, isn't it? June what, 12th? What chapters are these? 5 and 6? Today is the 12th. All right, there she is now. Let me show you something neat about MyLabs Plus. If you hit home, if you go to the calendar now, you'll see these little symbols right here. And this one says Unit 1 test. You click on that and you hover over it and it says it's available. And then down here it says it's due, I think. It's supposed to. It's not hovering over it, so I don't. Oh, there it is. Look at there. So MyLabs Plus will tell you when the test is starting and when it's due. Isn't that something? And look at it. When it clicks right here, when you click on it, it tells you homework to look at there, due on the 14th. And then you hit that button right here to start, and it'll take you to the Unit 1 test. And it'll say, are you ready to take the test? This is in case you're having a lightning storm and there may be a little bit of doubt if your computer will blow up during a lightning storm. So you would hit cancel, lightning storm, snowstorm, thunderstorm, rainstorm, tornado, hurricane.
Zombie apocalypse.
You would hit cancel. So in case anybody don't know when to use cancel, it's when you would not want to take the test. Other than those things in zombie apocalypse, hit start. And look there, there's the test. Alright? You do this one. Assume that a set of test scores is normally distributed. We got 10 minutes, but I'm going to do as much as we can. Normally distributed with a mean of 20. Use the empirical rules to find the following quantities. I think y'all can handle that. Take a minute and see if you can handle that. So now that I can draw this, it sure is nice to be able to draw. So, 120, 135, 150, 105, and what? 90? All right, percentage of scores less than 120. Somebody tell me what that is.
50%.
50%.
I am so impressed. 50%. Y'all are so smart. The percent that's greater than 135.
16.
16%. And the percent between 90 and 135. 34, 34, and 13.5. What do you get?
81.5.
81.5. Good. Now be careful. I'm going to tell you where they'll get you here. Okay, this question right here. Tell me when the percentage scores is below 90 and above 156. Oh, is that 150? I'm sorry. 150. Below 90 and above 150. How many percent?
2.5.
Multiply that by 2 because you got 2.5 here and what?
2.
So what's 2 times 2.5?
5.
So be careful with that. Okay? So here you would type in 50%. Here you would type in 16%. And here you would type in 81.5. Next question. Why does Hubert not entertain bonus points or any kind of bonuses at the end of the semester? A or B. I will take A or B. Okay?
I say C.
C, because he is mean. Well, that's I'll give you half credit for that one. All right. So use the frequency table for the ages, blah, 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 blah. So you got to click on this. Now, somebody tell me before you even look at what does this look like? I want everybody to draw a curve on this. Let's see what it looks like. It looks like you got to turn sideways with your head. And it looks like... And this is the center. So it looks like it's just a smidgen. The data is pulling a little bit left of center, just a little bit. Okay? If you was to draw a histogram, 0, 9, 15, 5, 4, and 1. So it looks something like that. Okay, so everybody look what it looks like. Done.
We're still on.
Well, I hit mouse like 3 times. Okay, which one is it? Looks like D to me, because that one, it don't even have a, that's wrong. That's wrong. There's a possibility of A or D, and of course if you graph it, you'll get D. So far, golly, this test is too easy. I think I need to change it. No, somebody will still fail it. Somebody will still fail it. Anybody want to bet me a Mexican dinner that somebody will fail this test?
You must love Mexican.
I'll take that bet. I'll take that.
Let's all go out to dinner if somebody fails
Do
it.
you know why I love Mexican? The refreshments. That's why. They bring you those little glasses of Kool-Aid. They're about this big.
With the cheese dip, you know.
Yeah, little glasses of Kool-Aid. They're clear Kool-Aid. I don't know how they make clear Kool-Aid. Anyway, put these in order. That's the first thing to do. And if I was you, the first thing I'd do is hit open in Excel, open, and then take these and put them what? In order. So hit the dadgum data and put them in order. There, that's the first thing I'd do. Now you just have to look at the ranges. So make it half size, move it over, and go, okay, 70 to 74. 70 to 74. And I'll color that. I color mine because that way I can see them. 75 to 79. Don't color them all the same color. 80 to 84. Okay, did y'all go see Wonder Woman?
No, I heard it was good though.
It is good, but I turned off right because it was World War II, and I don't like World War II. I like Vietnam, but World War II I kind of shut down when that came on because I don't like it. I don't like the whole Germany thing, and I don't like the way they talk. I can't even stand the way they talk. Anyway, I I think it was good. I just liked that girl's from Israel and she was in the army. She's tough. I mean, tough in physical way, and she was in the Israeli army from what I hear. I think she was. But I'm just not a World War II fan. But it's a good movie for those that don't mind the World War II. 85 to what? 89? Now, where did Wonder Woman come? I don't know where I brought that up from. I want to go see The Mummy.
I heard it's good too.
What'd you say? I know, I can't show you that. It's got a bad word in it. I just remembered that. Let's see, 91. Let's see, 90 to 94. It's a baby carriage, four-wheel drive baby carriage. And I wanted to put on there, this is better than smokestacks. 96 to 99. There we go. I'm running out of colors. Let me do the aquamarine. There we go. Now, that's pretty simple. How many we got for 70 to 74? Hold on a second. Let me move this over. What? What are y'all laughing about?
Somebody just almost busted their butt, that's all.
Who did?
I'm not saying any names.
Where?
Me. Just now.
Oh, I didn't.
Over.
Oh. All right, so how many is that? 5? And then how many we got in the orange? 3. And how many we got in the next one? 3. And 2.
3.
And 3. And what? I don't know. 4. Now, what should you get when you add all those up? You should get the number that you got. So, 5 and 2 is 7 and 3 is 10, 16, 20. Now, somebody take 4 and divide it by 20. That'd be 2% or 20%. 4 divided by 20 is 2 divided by 10, which is 0.2, which is 20. Right?
Yeah.
20%. Cumulative frequency is 4. Cumulative frequency is useless. 3 over 20 be 1.5, which would be 15%. 4 plus 3 is 7. 2 over 20 would be 0.1, which would be 10%, which would be 9. 3 is 15%. 3 plus 9 is 12. 3 is 15%. 3 plus 12 is 15. 5 over 20 be 1 over 4, right? Be 25%. 5 plus 15 is 20, and that's 100%. You add this up, that's 100, and this will be 20. Huh?
So you get 20 twice?
Well, that's supposedly what that answer is. You're not supposed to add it up. Well, if they do, I've never seen that before. If you did, that'd be 45. 35, 47, 30, or 47, 56, 63, and 67, which has nothing to do with anything. The cumulative, in other words, the final number you get right here, you're supposed to put right here.
Okay.
I think that's the way they do it. The cumulative frequency is ridiculous anyway. There's really no need in it. Where is all of Hubert's homework and tests done? The kitchen.
My laps.
The kitchen.
This is one that people miss. What is Hubert's email address and cell number? Be surprised how many people miss that one. All right, y'all do this one. Oh, we got to finish. Remember, we did number 7, so we'll do it all again Wednesday, okay? All right, y'all get out of here. I got to load it up on all the other ones anyway. Y'all
Bye,
have them.
Super.
Y'all have a good day.
Maybe it's
Okay. Y'all have a good day. I'm